Get it up and running.
Okay, we're going.
Shadow. Camera's working. Switch cameras, make sure. Chat's over there. Music's playing.
You want me to keep the camera over there?
Sure. Mixer plugged in. Get it ready. Okay. Teaspoon. So what we got going is a mixture of meats that's going in our casserole, which is a pound of beef and a pound of venison. If you were here on Sunday, that sounds very familiar. I'm just adding in a teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of salt. Actually, that should have been 2 tablespoons. My bad. Teaspoon of black pepper. And we get salt. There we go. I'm going to start out by mixing this all up and getting it ready so it can be melded together. And then we're going to work on making an enchilada sauce. Not store-bought, but I'm going to make it myself. And you guys get to come along for the ride. So usually I make a soup for my lunches. This week I decided to make this enchilada casserole because it sounds delicious. I've made enchiladas before, so it's basically an enchilada except in a casserole form. Fun, fun. So getting that all smashed together so the seasonings can meld, salt can dissolve, make the meat tasty. The music today is brought to us by 8-Bit Band on YouTube.
8-bit big band.
I'm going to show them the browser on there. Wash my hand real quick. Right, for our enchilada sauce, we're going to put a little bit of beef fat, beef tallow in the pan. We're going to warm it up. We're going to roast the vegetables, which consist of yellow onions, jalapenos, 2 cups of chopped green tomatillos, garlic, 2 cups of broth, 4 cans of 4-ounce diced green chilies, 2 tablespoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons, sorry, not 2 tablespoons. 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of salt, and a half teaspoon of black pepper. So everything that we're going to need. And then I also put a little bit of, squeeze a little lime in there, make it taste good. So I'm going to cut the stem off of that. I'm going to leave the seeds in the jalapenos, so that's going to be our little bit of heat. Split them down the middle. Same with the tomatillos. Quarter them. Well, got my son helping me. He's over there working the computer. Switched over to OBS. So we gotta run. Basically, this is like a test string. Alright, so in the pan, drop our jalapenos. Flip over to the pan, buddy. Onions. I don't think I put enough sweet tallow in there. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. We're going to roast these, get a little bit of color on them, that's fine. Blister the skin. Just add more flavor into it.
Is anybody watching?
Alright.
Yes, sir.
I have no idea. I don't know how to tell on this one.
Should be good.
Not yet. A lot of times on these Wednesday streams or midweek streams, I should say, don't really get people till later. Onion fly. Yeah. Onion came back.
I'm burning my hand.
Once we get a little char on these, soften the onions up, soften the peppers up. We'll throw the tomatillos in for a few minutes. And this all goes in a food processor. Gets liquidated. And then we'll throw the meat in here and brown the meat in here. We don't dirty up a whole bunch of pans. We do it all in one pan. Get my oven preheating. 375. Generally bring out a bowl that's too small. So I'm just going to go ahead and straight to the biggest one and get it over with.
Why not?
All on there. Anybody's inquisitive. There's the recipe. And then a little closer. Other way. There we go. See, I made some adjustments. Make it taste better. And it's spitting and spattering everywhere. Get a spatter screen.
Spatters.
Spat that screen. You're still gonna get spatter though. You gotta take it off to mix it. There we go. That color on there is just gonna add flavor. Bap, bap, bap. My son's putting together the ingredients
Forgot what this is for, but it's ready.
for the casserole.
Grabs notebook. Welcome in, Nishi Star.
Nishi! Yay!
I see the follow. It was 3 hours ago. Interesting.
Too cool. Nishi? I thought she had followed a while back. No worries. Welcome in, welcome in.
Yes, yes. I kept forgetting.
Oh, no worries. Oh, there we go. Getting a little color on the vegetables. Grab that beef tallow for me, please.
Where?
In the pantry. Didn't quite get enough.
Right next to the coconut oil.
Take the top off. Got time to order another jug.
Good enough?
Thank you.
Yep.
Add a little more beef tallow to that. Throw in a garlic clove.
My brain is like a sieve.
Well, you got the notebook. Yeah, nice. Write it down. What is that? Throw in a garlic clove. I think the recipe calls for 4. I added 5. Keep the vampires away. And after that, we're going to add in our tomatillos.
If it was me cooking, the kitchen would like it had exploded.
We'll get your drawing done this morning. I got caught up doing work stuff and missed the latter half.
Oh, okay.
About the pings and stuff, we'll kind of get the OBS all set up. Smell good. Little piece of caramelized onion popped out of the pan. I had to eat it from his bowl.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. Cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we got caramelization. Just trying to warm up the tomatillos a little bit so they blend easier. Sorry, it's kind of loud. I'm gonna pluck some stuff out of here, throw it into the food processor. I don't want to get down up anymore. Kind of dark over here in this corner. Oh, probably turn my light on, huh? There we go.
Silly cube.
Billy, welcome in, my guy. All the way from the other side of the planet. Throw these in the food processor. In the food processor over here, I've already put the jalapenos. I'm gonna put in 4 cans of whipped canvas vinegar. Switch over to the cutting board. Thank you. Got 4 cans of green chilies. These are a mild green chili. The spice or the heat that comes is going to be from the jalapenos. Popping sounds happening. If I wasn't throwing these empty cans in the trash can, it probably wouldn't make that sound. There's another one. All right. So,
How's the microphone volume?
oh yeah, I forgot that. Music okay. Voice volume okay. All right, so this is going into the food processor.
God, that smells really good.
Did I make this in two batches last time? I don't know. And then for our seasoning, we've got black pepper, salt. What was this? This is cumin. We got chili powder in the other one. So we're gonna drizzle that in there. And we're basically just going to liquefy this. Juicer. We'll put half a lime in here to start. And taste it, see where we're at.
The drinking sounds are not going through.
Do what?
So the drinking sounds are not going through.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's very, very nice. But you know the problem with this is it doesn't update.
Do what, babe?
It doesn't update. It doesn't update it when it happens. Like this right here, Twitch stats. So it says I have 2 viewers, right? Stream for 21 minutes. The problem with that is it your watch it'll go to 22 minutes and then it won't go to 22. It doesn't update unless you refresh it, which is weird.
Oh. All right, this might be a little noisy. See if I can slide this over. I can see it right over there. I'm going to pulse it here at the beginning.
Nope.
It's not terribly long.
Well, then we updated. I'm so confused. I didn't refresh it. It don't make no sense.
I'm going to add in some beef broth. Like in chicken enchiladas, I put in chicken broth. This makes our enchilada sauce. That is one full food processor. Here. Whoa, is our enchilada sauce. Mute this off. Get the processor out of the way. That's a lot of enchilada sauce.
Yeah.
But we'll make good use of it. We'll set this off to the side. Get a taster spoon. Where'd you go? That all right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, now for our enchiladas.
Definitely enchilada sauce.
Salt. Some cilantro I'm going to chop up. It's primarily going to be tossed in right before it goes in the oven. Then I'll keep a little bit for garnish, make it pretty. But I do chop the stems up and everything. There's a lot of flavor in the stems. Give Nisi a shout out for me, buddy.
Your food?
Nishi.
Who? Oh.
She's a variety streamer. And she also, primary thing is her drawings. These really cool drawings. Couldn't touch it. Very well with the artistry. Okay. So I'm going to put the cilantro in. And it just gets all over your hand, don't it? We'll move on to the meat. Onions. Cooking up here in a minute. So, something's weird's going on with the music. No worries. We got bad weather right now, so I'm not surprised. The internet's going in and out. Hopefully the stream's not being interfered with too much. Set the cilantro out of the way. And now we're going to bring over the other recipe to get the main thing going. A little bit.
No problem, Nishi Star.
Put the meat in there. You can start cooking while I'm working on some other stuff. So using a low-fat beef, 95%, and venison, we shouldn't have to worry about straining this, but we'll see.
I wish I could stay, but it's almost midnight. Wow.
You what, man?
Hmm?
I didn't hear what you said. Wish I could stay, but it's almost midnight. Oh gosh, no worries. Appreciate you stopping in, saying howdy, howdy. Sleep well. I'll see you the next time you stream. I know we had onions in the sauce, but now we got more onions. They're going to be diced up and put into the meat.
Can't wait to see the picture in Discord.
Oh, there you go. Hey, buddy, can you bring that recipe over here and tape it up over here?
Which one?
Bring that over here and tape it up. Right there, just put it over the top of that one. Okay. A little bit of onion skin there. That would not be good. All right. So for the next thing, bring over these ingredients. The seasoning that we've got right here is 2 tablespoons, I'm sorry, teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika, a tablespoon of salt. Probably gonna have to add a little more a little bit later. A teaspoon of black pepper, and 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds. And then what else we've got going in there is some sweet corn, black beans, a little bit of tomato paste. I would normally use tomatoes, but my daughter has the allergy to tomatoes. But we have found that that tomato paste, she can tolerate it. So that's why I'm using that. And then,
Tortillas.
almost forgot like the main ingredient besides the beef. Tortilla shells. You can use corn, you can use flour. We prefer flour, so that's what we use. I'm just going to cut these into like chip size. Kind of hard to cut through 12 tortillas at one time. So if you had a deep fryer, you can take these right here, drop them in the deep fryer, and make your own tortilla chips. I'm just throwing them in a big bowl over here on the side because it's all going to get mixed together. The other half, can stay up here on the board for right now. In a straight line, they don't take up so much room. And the onions, just a rough cut on them. Good sized dice. So it calls for 2 medium onions. These are a little bit on the small side, but it's what we got. Garlic. Rough chop on the garlic. Stir that meat up, buddy.
What's wrong?
Can you stir that up? Get it going, and I'll be there in just a second. Yeah, we're gonna have to strain it on our way.
Beef, yeah.
Looks pretty wet.
I think I'm gonna use the wooden spatula.
Okay. Onions and the garlic. Switch cameras so they can see. I'm gonna get this strainer ready. cheese. Shred up a block of cheddar cheese. It's done. I really need that shredder. Make it so much easier. I was getting all the tools ready, and I went to get the shredder. It's in the dishwasher. And of course, it was running, but now it's not. All clean. Choppy, choppy. Yeah, we don't want any chunks. Might have to do 2 blocks of cheddar. We'll see. Not like anybody would complain about cheese, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Take it out of the way. This is not an overly spicy dish. If you like spicy, you can make it spicy. Add extra jalapenos into it, or some cayenne. Use some different chilies. I think 2 jalapenos with the seeds. Veins is good. Good hint. Pleasant, I should say. I'm gonna have to do another block of cheddar. Then I've got some sliced Monterey Jack that I'm using as well. Bump your heat up just a little bit. Another block of cheddar. Cheesy. We've got a Scottish cheddar and we've got an Australian cheddar. Kerrygold. And I can't remember the name of the Scottish one. It just says McLeland's Vintage Scottish Cheddar. And then the Kerrygold is a Kerrygold Reserve Cheddar. Whoa. Got a mess, boys. Moisture evaporating.
Hmm?
Is the moisture evaporating or is it just sitting there?
I think it's evaporating.
Okay. I know it ain't fat because there's not a lot of fat in either one of those meats. Interstitial fluid that's in the meat. All right, we got a boatload of cheddar. Ready to go.
How's this?
Looking good. Get in there, chop it, and get it strained off. There's quite a bit of water in it. So basically, excuse me, everything that you saw over there is going to end up in here. Then it goes in a big pot or big bowl. Everything gets mixed together, goes into a casserole dish. Mix some cheese over the top of it. Throw it in the oven for half an hour. Bob's your uncle. I'll be right back. I'm just going to strain this out and bring it right back over. Don't have a camera over this thing, so give that a shake.
My phone's at 7%.
Yours is?
Yeah.
This camera, but we'll manage. We can flip flop with the other camera.
Yeah.
Mine's probably its 30s, maybe the high 20s. All right. So we got our meat back on here. Throw in the garlic and the onion. Gotta get out the casserole dish. Actually using a 9x13 lasagna casserole dish, so it's a little bit deeper. I modified this recipe to make 12 portions instead of 8. So it's gonna be a little bit bigger pan. I'm not sure it's gonna hold everything, but we'll see. So we'll get our onions getting softened up. Get the garlic blooming out a little bit, little smelly smells. And when wife gets home, the whole garage is going to be smelling like this.
That's right.
What?
So that's right.
And we're going to put in our seasonings. Tomato paste. Oops, sorry. Flip flop screeching on the floor. Might have to add a little bit of that broth back in here. I get it.
What's that?
Need that broth that's in the strainer. Pick the strainer out. Broth's in underneath the bowl. There you go. I'm just going to add a little bit of this back in.
Are you gonna keep using it?
Set it in there. No. If I need to add more moisture, I'll just throw the enchilada sauce in there. Set it back in the
Okay.
sink.
The shrink.
Sinky, sinky. Yeah. Not gonna make a mess. So, I think I'm just going to put the enchilada sauce in here and let it simmer for a little bit. 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so. Enchilada sauce. And all down the side, didn't it? That stuff tastes amazing.
Yes.
Turn the heat down just a touch. So if you're just making enchiladas, the filling without the sauce would go inside your tortillas with some cheese, and then you put it in your pan, put your enchilada sauce over the top. It's basically the same thing. It's like an enchilada lasagna, but it's not really layered. It's just mixed together. It's casserole. Hopefully this makes it till Friday. You gonna make it till Friday?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I hope so.
I just need 3 portions. Y'all can have the rest. All right. Taster spoon. Mm. What do you think, buddy?
Oh my god.
Are you speechless?
That is so good.
Imagine it with
A little bit better than
a
Taco
little
Bell.
bit of sweetness from the corn, creaminess from the black beans, saltiness from the cheddar cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be ooey gooey. Alright. I don't think it's going to be firm. It might firm up good. We'll see. All right. You want some more enchilada sauce? There. Got to go in the oven for a half hour. So this is more about just heating everything up so it gets flavors get melded a little bit together before it goes in the oven. I'm just going to let that simmer for just a couple of minutes. Add a little bit more enchilada sauce.
4%.
4%.
4%.
Okay. This is probably too much enchilada sauce, but it'll be all right.
Yeah. It'll be okay.
Work out just fine because I'm going to go over to my camera here in just a minute. All right. Put a squeeze of lime in there. I'm probably going to add some more lime juice in the mixing process. Get them ready to go. Move this cutting board out of the way. There. There, that's our taster spoon.
Yeah, this is dangerous.
Cutting board to wipe down. Table. Little green towel, in case anybody's wondering, it's just to keep my cutting board from sliding all over the place. One of the little helpful tips. Use a damp towel. That is actually a shelf liner. Works really well. What I might have to do, let's take these out. You could also use chips or Doritos.
Oh, Fritos.
Fritos.
We need to make a Frito pie. Have we made a Frito pie?
Yeah, we made them. They're spicy.
Spicy.
Jalapenos, nacho cheese, Fritos, chili.
Mm.
Very healthy for you. Oh, I think it just went. All right, shutting that off. Switch over to the other camera.
Oh. Switch it over and then take this off? Or?
Yeah, we're done. The camera's not going to last much longer anyway. We'll put about half of this in there, roughly. And then we'll put in the What is he called again? The tortillas. Just want to incorporate them real well. They're going to try to stick together. Keep them separated is the hard part.
If I can plug this in before it dies.
Yep. Throw in a few more.
Nice. And it's
Stir, stir, stir. Lastly, throw in half of our corn, half of our beans, half of the cilantro, half of the cheese, roughly. It's all getting mixed together, so
yeah.
it's just easier to do it in little half batches like this.
I muted the microphone.
I'm glad you did. Yeah, I would have blew my head off. Anybody that listens to this with headphones on.
Boom.
Okay. Go in with the other half of our mixture. And it's kind of a wash, rinse, and repeat type bean. Going in the same pan. Maybe get a rinse right quick. That's still warm. Is that a lot cleaner right here? Right here. And tortilla shells. I'll kind of get the idea. You get the Monterey Jack out of the refrigerator.
What now? Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Monterey Jack and that little bit of white American that's left. I think it's water, man.
That's what caused it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Went down the wrong pipe.
Mm.
The last remaining wedges of flour tortilla.
That hurt.
Looking pretty good. You say so myself.
Yeah.
Last of the corn. Last
Black
of the
beans.
beans. Beans. Last little bit of the cilantro. Keep some. Making it pretty on the top. A bit more cheese. Save some of this for the top. It's getting sticky. Sorry. Just want to make sure I've got enough coverage for the top. Importante.
Importante.
I know it's good food, man, but you ain't got to get all choked up like that.
What'd you say?
said, I know it's good food, but you ain't got to get all choked up like. They have to start wearing an apron.
Yeah.
I've got aprons in different places I've worked over the years. I'll use them. All right, that looks too tasty. Give her a taster, bud. Got to add a little bit of lime juice to it. Salt's okay.
No, we're good.
I'm gonna squeeze some fresh lime juice in here. Some acid. Helps brighten everything up. Squeeze on it. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Tomorrow, got a roasted chicken. Countertop's going to have black smudges all from the bottom of this stainless pan. It'll be all right. They'll wipe off. Hold it. Excuse me. All right, so the bowl comes up. Casserole dish goes down. That gone. I think that's better than last time. Should be just as good as last time. Hopefully it is a little better. You know, you want to improve if you can. Once you get to that point to where it's just right, that's when you stop messing with it. All right. Right that way. Then you just dump it in here.
Nice.
About halfway. And then we'll have another little pan to make. A little cheese in the middle. And top it off. Nice. You want to leave about a 1/4 inch at the top. Unless you like cleaning your oven.
You want to take a picture of it before or after it's cooked? After. Yeah.
What's that, buddy?
Are you going to take a picture of it before or after it's cooked? After?
Probably after. Yeah. I'll be taking the pictures of it done after it gets done cooking. But it's got to go in the oven for a half an hour. And probably not going to keep streaming for a half hour of nothing but this casserole cooking in the oven. I mean, I could could watch me do the dishes, I guess. I don't know. But I got that much left over for another little casserole dish that I got. So we'll throw it in there. Wipe my edge off. Set it over here. And then we got our Monterey Jack. A couple slices of American. Americano Blanco queso.
Was it Mesoamerican?
Yeah, Mesoamerican. Oh man, somebody got into the Monterey Jack.
Unfortunately.
I'm not gonna have enough.
Oh my goodness! What? I thought there were like 4 in there.
There was 8 slices. There's only 4 left.
3.
3 left, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe there was only 6 slices. I don't know. Alright, so that's why we kept a little bit extra of the cheddar. Put it right there.
That's a bummer.
Give me that other block of cheese that's in there. We gotta have coverage.
Coverage.
There's 3 or 4 to choose.
Where is it at?
That round one.
Round.
So this is I can't never remember the name of it. It's a triple cheese blend. It's Parmesan, Swiss,
One other.
and one
Cheddar?
Other. Cheddar. So we're just going to put some of this over the top. So we have a good melty cheese everywhere. Makes a mess because it's like a semi-hard.
Yeah. So like when you grate it.
Yeah, when you grate it.
Kind of just flakes everywhere.
It's a good cheese.
It's a really good cheese.
And this dish needs a lot of cheese. What ricotta would be like like you do with a lasagna with a ricotta, cottage cheese, a couple of eggs beaten up in it.
Mm.
Sorry.
Where's Nishi from?
Where is she?
Nishi?
England or UK, I think. Which is sorry.
Which is what?
Then she's in the UK. Then Silly is India, South Africa, India, I think. Could be wrong, but I think. All right. We're getting there, folks. And if you want to see the finished product, my Discord's right there. Simple Discord. It's not fancy. The only thing on there is food. I think a couple of pictures from games that I've played. Yeah. I'm a pretty simple guy. I like good food. Good company.
Sometimes better though.
I'm talking to people.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are paying their butt to talk. All right. Think that's going to be? Maybe?
Something is too simple, it can be boring.
Yeah.
Something is too complex, it can be too noisy.
More cheese?
No.
Let it go.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, we're going to let it go. I still got to grate more cheese for the little bit that's left.
That's why I'm like slowly starting to like dislike modern designs on things. I know they're just like, oh, it's sleek and sexy or whatever. I'm just like,
that's the picture.
Eh.
Now imagine that golden brown and bubbly.
Yeah.
Boom. Anyways, hit my Discord if you want to see the final piece. Everybody that stopped by, I appreciate it. If you're coming in on the back end, I appreciate hitting that follow button. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see y'all next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.